Hello, today we'll be going through this Max patch I made called AudioBlade. AudioBlade is a sample slicer which allows the users to chop up their samples according to timing into small slices to be triggered later according to their wishes. So let's go through the user interface of AudioBlade. So on the top left corner here, we have the master on and off button which controls the EasyRack object in the Max patch. Just below that, we have the visualizer, which allows the user to look at the waveforms of the sample that they have imported. This also shows the sliced regions so that the user can audition it and then choose them according to their will. Below that, we have the import and clear buttons. What these do are allow the users to import samples or clear them when they are not needed. Then here we have the play, resume and pause buttons to give the user more control over their samples. This here is the sensitivity knob. What this does is allow the user to chop the sample into the number of slices that they want. Initially, when this is set to 0 and when the patch is opened up, it is by default slicing the sample into 64 slices to be triggered by a MIDI controller which has pads in a 8x8 grid. Below that, we have the gain function, which allows more control over the gain of the sample. Then coming to the performance section of this patch, these are 8 pads which can be triggered according to will and can be mapped to either keys or the MIDI controller pads. Below that, we have the 8 different knobs which use MIDI CC to choose the sample regions according to what the user desires. So now to look at the features of AudioBlade, what I have done here is I went ahead and imported a sample into the sampler. So what I've done here is I've chopped the sample into 23 slices, and then I have some random slices that I've assigned here. Also what I have done is I have a MPK mini attached to my laptop right now. So what I have also done is assign each of these pads to each of the 8 pads that are on the MPK mini according to their numbers, and I've also assigned these slice knobs to 8 different macros that I have set here on the MPK mini. So let's go ahead and listen to the play, resume and pause functionality of this sampler first. So as you can see, this allows us to have control over the sample and listen to it in its entirety before choosing the slices that we want. So now I'll go ahead and try and create a melody with the slices that I have chosen here. So this is a very simple melody that I have played using the slices that I have decided and taken out from the entire sample. So now here I don't like the sample which is on the second pad, which is the slice number 2, because it sounds really choppy like this. So what I can do now is just turn the knob down or up and choose another slice that we want. So please have a look at the waveform object while I do so. So this is a slice that I would like to use, and let's see how the melody sounds now. So this is how it sounds, much better, because the sample right now that I've chosen from the entire sample is not choppy anymore. So this is how you can use AudioBlade in your productions and also while performing, so that you can give more life to your samples, and you can use this as an inspiration for your old songs, remixing them, resampling them into something really new.